Get the tools you need to become a free and independent trainer with my Dumbbells to Dollars course at www.dumbbells2dollars.com. How you doing, everybody? Jonathan here, the original Fit Boss, and in this video and in 5 minutes or less, I'm going to peel back the curtain of my boot camp and show you my bodybuilding metabolic group training workout that you can do for your group class or you can do with your clients one-on-one. It's not something that I typically do, but it's nice to have a little bit of a wrinkle inside of your system to keep people on their toes. Now, typically when I do a large circuit workout with more than 10 exercises, I usually follow the sequence of push exercise, pull exercise, elevation exercise, multi-joint, ab work, push exercise, pull exercise, multi-joint, cardio, ab work, whatever the case may be. I break things up so I don't smoke any one part. But sometimes your clients want to get smoked and they want to work out like bodybuilders. So I throw this in literally like once a month just to throw things off course for my clients, and it's worked well for me. I know it'll work well for you, and I'm going to share that with you for free because I love your faces. Now, let's go over how to break this down. There are going to be 16 total exercises, all right? They will be broken up into 4 quadrants. Each quadrant will have 4 exercises dedicated to one motion. So for this particular version of my bodybuilding, we have the leg portion or the elevation, we have the pull portion or the back, we have the push portion or the chest and shoulders, and then we have the cardio portion, which is cardio. Now, you're going to be locked into your quadrant for 8.5 minutes. There's going to be a 30-second break to go from quadrant to quadrant. And in that 8.5 minutes, you are only relegated to those 4 exercises, which you can do in any sequence that you want. All right, so let's go over the quadrants. So quadrant number 1 is going to be the leg quadrant, and they're going to be 4 exercises. The 4 exercises are going to be TRX lateral squats. They're going to be a traditional lunge, it's going to be a kettlebell deadlift, and it's going to be a kettlebell goblet squat. Now, your clients have the option to either do 3 sets of 12 of each exercise in any sequence, or they can do 2 sets of 18. All right, so they can go in any order. I would, however, recommend that you don't have the client do, let's say, 1 set of 36, because when people do that, they're going to choose a really light weight that doesn't force them to work. The point of this workout is for your client to work hard and heavy so they're tiring out toward the end of the reps. All right, so even if they're going to go 2 sets of 18 as opposed to 3 sets of 12, you want to make sure that they're really pushing themselves. So they're going to be locked in for 8.5 minutes. And once they're done with that, they're going to move over to the next quadrant. The next quadrant that I'm going to explain is actually going to be your chest quadrant. So with the chest quadrant, there are going to be 4 new exercises. Those exercises are going to be push-ups, tricep extensions, band press, and then a dumbbell chest press with a Bosu ball. And again, you now have a new set sequence where they can either do 3 sets of 10 of each exercise or 2 sets of 15. The 8.5 minutes is still going to be locked, and they are going to have their option to do these exercises at any pace they want. The third station that I'm going to introduce you guys to is going to be the cardio station. Now, you can replace some of these exercises if you don't have the equipment that I have, but I'm using my Schwinn Airdyne bikes, I'm using my rower, I'm doing box jumps, and then we have burpees. Now, because this is such an ass-kicking station that everyone is going to hate, the rep scheme is a little bit different. It's going to be 3 sets of 8 or 2 sets of 12. And that's the station that most people had the most problems finishing. So if you don't have a bike, let's say, maybe you want to do a jump rope, or if you don't have a rower, maybe you want to do the treadmill. And then for the bikes and for the treadmills, I have a set to calories. So you accumulate 8 calories on the bike or 8 calories on the rower, and that's going to count your 8. Burpees and box jumps, obviously, each one counts for 1. Now, the final quadrant is going to be my pull quadrant, and back is my favorite body part to work out. And the pull quadrant is going to have double end bands. It's going to have the lat pull. It's going to have the 1-arm row, and it's going to have the concentration curl. Now, for the 1-arm row and for the concentration curl, the rep scheme overall is going to be 3 sets of 10 or 2 sets of 15 like the push station. But for the 1-arm row, it's 3 sets of 10 on each arm. So you do 10 pulls on one arm, 10 pulls on the opposite arm, and that counts as 1. All right, same thing with the concentration curls. 10 curls on one arm, 10 curls on the opposite arm, and that counts as 1 set. And you'd have to do that 3 times. Now, Of course, I was in the middle of running class, so I didn't have an opportunity to stop and really record everybody for an extended period of time. And if the form isn't perfect, that's because I had to take time out to record this for you guys so you can learn. But that's going to be the rep scheme, and that's going to give you a 1-hour class where essentially you start them off with a warm-up. You do the explanation. So if the warm-ups take about 7 minutes and it takes you about 5 minutes to explain all 16 of the exercises, it'll take 3 minutes to get the client situated into their station, and they're going to be locked in for 8.5 minutes at a time. When the bell goes off, they have 30 seconds to move on to the next quadrant, and then the 8.5 minutes start there. So all 4 quadrants together, it's going to give you 34 minutes worth of straight bodybuilding, but at a very high pace, because they're going to need to move in order to get this workout done. So I encourage you to try this. So I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter, so I'm going to cut it off right there. I don't even know how long I've been talking, but I know I got to shut it down. Now, this, as I mentioned, is a wrinkle in the system. It's more helpful to have a system in place that you follow where people know what to expect, so that when you throw in a wrinkle like this, they appreciate it even more. And if you're looking for a system to put together, you can definitely find that in my Dumbbells to Dollars course, where I will give you an 8-week syllabus of all the exercises that you need to do 4 times a week. And most people don't even train that many times a week. So that's going to give you enough workouts to develop a system that's going to get people results. It's also going to teach you how to build websites, how to coach nutrition, how to run the back end of your business, how to do billing. And then whenever I come up with new exercises, sometimes I don't put it on YouTube. Sometimes I just put it on the private Facebook page where all my Dumbbells to Dollars students reside. So if you have not gotten the Dumbbells to Dollars course, click on something, go to www.dumbbellstodollars.com and get the course. I guarantee you it's going to be the best investment you've ever made as a fitness professional as you chase the dream of becoming a fit boss, somebody that trains responsibly, treats people fairly, charges appropriately, loves what they do, and makes their own rules. But that's about it. I got to shut this down. I got more videos I got to make. It's Wednesday. Maybe I'll make one on Friday. But put this to use. Let me know how you like it. Tell me your favorite body part. And as always, remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe. Stress levels all get rest. Don't slap anybody. You love your clients. They'll love you back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day. And you have a good one.